and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a quick video. I got asked if I would share how I cut these patterns and make the sewing folio. Let's see if I still have that here. This one here. How I made this one here that I shared the flip through. So I've already started because there's a lot of prep and drying involved. This one here, and I already had this cut open. So basically I did glue it to some tea-stained paper, copy paper. That way I wanted, this customer is grungy, so I'm trying to keep it grungy. I started out this morning and I said, shoot, I better turn the camera on. So I had already cut it open, and my measurements for my folio that I made was 6 by 8 with a 1-inch spine. This one here, the advanced, they're more narrow, so you kind of got to make up the difference. 6, so if I go 6 here, I needed some distance there. So what I did was I took, and I got lucky in the pattern pieces. You can use any pattern pieces, but these are the pieces that came with the pattern. I cut off that edge there. Luckily, the pattern had not been cut out, so I have all this here that I could use. I didn't want any blue or anything. I just wanted these little pieces. So that's what I did. I cut them all, and I pretty much framed it out. And I used the Distress Ranger Collage Medium. This is the matte finish. It's growing on me. I'm kind of liking it for this. Not to do an all over, but just to do details. Because I don't like when you use collage mediums and they're tacky. You know, I want them to be smooth, you know. So I may have to get some more of that because, yeah, I'm getting down there. So I will pick up another jar of that. The same, so I basically framed it out with strips of pattern paper there. So that gives me a good base for my cover. And this will be the edge here. This will go more over towards the spine. I'm probably going to do lace anyways there, so I'm covered. And then 8. This is going to be tricky because I don't want to cut her shoe off. There's 8 there. So I think I'm good. It might be a little bit bigger than 8. I want to make sure I get all these little fun details in there too. So this is a really cute pattern. Then the background, the back page, I used the back side of the pattern, and that too was very narrow. It was like 4 3/4. So I had some distance to make up. I glued it on the tea-stained paper. Then I kind of drew with a pencil where I needed to be and just put strips in. And I kind of like that. It really, I like the pattern paper. It's still tacky on the tea-stained paper. So I'm going to let these dry. They're probably going to have to dry for a couple days. And then I was thinking, my pages, these are my pages. This is my sample. These go on the inside. And then I'm using this Tonic. Let me get this out for the glare. Bookmaker set. You don't have to use a die, You can do whatever, but I'm just doing what makes me happy. I like this set because you can, this is this part here. These will be the signatures. This is kind of my sample. And I basically put it on the fold of the file folder. I saved this because this was my first one that I made, and it was kind of after the fact, where I wanted to cover it with the tissue paper. And I did it after the fact and tried to sand it off and everything, and with the collage medium it just did not work well. I didn't like it, so I thought I needed to cut my base bigger than what I need, put my tissue paper on there, and then cut it out. Then it's perfect. I don't have all these little bits hanging and pieces not sticking. So, and the reason why I didn't do the center is because there's another piece here that's going to go on the inside, and this is the piece that I sew the pockets on. So I'll share that as I go along, but this is going to be on here like this, and all the pockets will be attached to this piece. Then I will glue it on here, and then the pages open, so there'll be one on each side. This one here will have 12 pages, so I need to make 3 signatures. I need to make 3 of these. I think I have my notes written down here. Yeah, I didn't write that down yet. Oh, 3, yeah, 3 of these, and then I need 12 of these. So yeah, I've got that written down. So I will make a piece of file folder a little bit bigger than this, which I have the measurement, put my pattern pieces, and then this one here is just going to have the blank pattern pieces on the background, and then these pieces here I want to incorporate these in there like so. I'll have to get it so it's straight. Yeah, I want these to be the backdrop, the pattern pieces, so you see that. And then my pockets are clear, the acetate, and then so you'll be able to see all that in the background. So I'll try to share that as I go along. I also got asked if I would show how I cut the pattern apart, and I will do that. But I was thinking, because this customer is grungy, and this is just plain file folder with the tissue paper glued on. I did a test. This is tea stain file folder, and I put the pattern piece on there. I'm thinking that she's going to like that a lot better. So I'm going to use my tea stain file folders. I don't have enough, so I have to make some today. But this is how I would cut this. Line this up, and I've got this figured out. There is like 3 lines in there, and then the back center. I basically line this up on that last line there, right there, and then cut that out. Pretty sure. Yep. I line that up right there. I probably will. So I will need 3 of these for 3 signatures, but I'll have to make some more of these tea stain, and then what I'll do is go through like I did here, put some pattern pieces on there. That'll look good. That way you see the background. Or maybe I won't put the pattern pieces on there. I'm not really sure, because I would just be doing plain, you know, just the this part here. I would just be gluing this stuff on here. So I guess I'll have to do a test. So I'm not sure, but yeah, that's how I do that, because this here doesn't cut this here. That's what gives you your fold. It only cuts around here, and then this piece cuts the whole thing out, and that's your center. So there's that. That's how I make that. You can do it just straight up, straight book pages, whatever you want, but I like the detail. I really like the detail. And then before I put these pieces on, I sew all the way around here to give it some detail as well before I put that on. So yeah, it's quite a bit of work. It takes time. So these are drying, and then I will share how I take a pattern apart. Got this one here. Now, the one I did was, I've got this one to do too, this one is a McCall's. The McCall's are wider, so I really didn't have any issues of making up difference as far as size. So yeah, this one here, these are my notes. It's pretty much a complete pattern. It's all ironed, ready to go. I just got a cardstock in there. That's how I store my vintage patterns. Alright, so basically I would cut this open. I'm thinking, just want to see what size, and it all depends on what size you want your book. You could make it smaller. You could just cut this, just cut all 4 sides. This one here, I think I'm going to cut the top off, and I'm going to try to do it with my trimmer. I got water on my desk here. It's not a good thing. Okay. Alright. I'm going to try to cut this off square. Let's see. Right there, I think. And another trick, put a piece of paper. If you put a piece of paper in there when you're cutting, you'll get a better, like if something is like this is kind of frail and kind of bumpy and everything, just put a piece of, get it where you want it, slide a piece of paper in there, and it only has to hang over just a little bit, like that. It just kind of sandwiches it. So there's that piece, and it won't get all jaggy on you. It shouldn't. Okay, so there's that. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to cut this here because I kind of want that little piece. So I'm going to cut the bottom too. I'm going to do the same thing and put in there. I'm just going to cut a little bit off the bottom. And again, I've got it where I want it. And I'm going to slide my paper in there. Oops, it moved on me. Right. Hopefully I got enough coverage there. And just go slow. And hopefully that opened it up for me, and it did. It's nice and clean. Just took a sliver off. So now I can come in here and I'm just going to cut it by hand. I want to take my scissors and cut along this line here on both sides because I want the majority of this for the front. Maybe I don't. Let's just see where I'm at. See, it's all trial and error, and it's all depending on what you want. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to the back, and I'm going to cut along this line here. Yeah. Okay, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Just going to cut along this line here. Kind of hard to see. Maybe if I just cut this off right here first. Yeah, I have to think about things a little bit before the brain kicks in. I'm going to slice this off right here. Yep. Okay. And it's just all whatever you want to be showing. Now that's a good, oops, yeah, that might give me a problem right there. I'm going to put that top side because I think that's going to give me a problem. I'm going to put my paper in again. Recheck and make sure I'm, and you can true it up afterwards if it's still crooked, but I'm going to go really slow because it's kind of jaggedy up there. That should give me what I want. Yes, because I wanted this to the back. So now I'm going to cut along here. Let's just see what I could leave this all as one, and I might do that. Let's see what we got here. Not quite. So I'm going to cut this way, and I want 6 here. So that looks pretty good. I want the front to be true, and I can make up the difference on the back with fabric or something. So I'm going to cut this, and again I'm going to put a piece of paper in there. I want it at 6. I really like that 6 by 8 size. Just put my paper in there. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Sorry for the glare. It's early morning and it's gloom and doom today. But we're getting some much needed rain today, so it's a good thing. Yeah, I like that. So that's pretty good. That's the size I want. And then this here, I can just make up the difference with lace or something. So I hope that helped. So there's my front and my back. I would just trim that up. So what I would do is glue these down on paper. See if I got enough left here. This is just legal size paper that I keep in my craft room for stuff like this. I think I might have enough. No. this is going to have to fold out, and I don't want to cheat myself on room. So yeah, I'll grab another piece. Let me grab another piece and I'll just show you how I glue it down. It's not a big deal. This is just legal size paper. I'm going to glue this way. And I probably still need this other piece for that one. So, and because these are fragile, I would glue the copy paper and then stick this down. And I'm going to give myself enough room around the outside. This could use to be ironed. I would iron it flat. You can iron patterns. Just gonna finger press it. All right, so let me just get my pencil and see where I'm at here. So basically, there, just where I want my glue to go. And I'm just gonna use my Scotch Create glue stick. And I'm going to be generous because I don't want bubbles and I really want it to stick down. And then what I'll do is I'll put it underneath the heavy book and let it dry overnight. Just make sure you don't have any lumps because that'll show through. Kind of hard to see with no light today. Just trying to see if I got everything. If you go every direction, kind of like a figure 8 and then double back, you can kind of get everything usually. Okay, I think I got it. So I'm going to put this down, but I want to make sure that top part doesn't fold on me. So there's that. There. Am I good there? I'm good there. Just barely. And I'm just going to take my, carefully burnish it down because these are vintage patterns and they will crumble and crack, and I've been collecting them for years, so I have quite a few. I think it's good. I think I got it. Super cute. I love the shoes. Alright, so there's that one. I'm just going to cut this off. Okay, and then set that to dry. Once the outer part is dry from the excess glue, then I'll put it underneath the book. But this way here, I learned from the first one. I didn't do that with this one here. I straight up glued my pattern to file folder, and then it split on me on the spine. So that was a lesson learned, but that's okay. Okay, let's do this one. Here's my other piece of paper. Let's go like this. I want to give myself enough room. Just want to make sure all my pieces are down. I'm just going to glue that one little piece with my 3-in-1. Check if there's any loose pieces. I think that's pretty good. Okay. Go over there. Give myself a little extra room this time. Go up to the edge there. Yeah, it's raining today, so that's good. We really need it because we were very dry. Oh, all I need to do is look on my monitor. I can see where I have glue and where I don't have glue. So I'll make sure I get that edge pretty good. Got a couple lumps here to get rid of. I think I got it. All right. Okay, there we go. Make sure it's down good. I see I've got a little edge there that might give me problems, but this will really give it some stability. Okay, there's that one. We'll let that one dry. Okay, so there's that. I hope that helped. And here's the regular pattern pieces. I'm going to put them back in this bag. And with this little piece, I don't know if I'll be able to do anything with that, but I'll put that in there. My other thing I wanted to work on was I'm going to make a folio out of this. This is the size 6x8, and it's just 45-pound tracing paper. So it kind of gives me a guide of where do I want to cut this, because this booklet is just too big. So I kind of wanted that in there, but then it cuts that off. I really wanted that in there too. So I think what I'll do is, I'm not sure. Nope, I think I might just do that on the bottom there. That way I get that in, down as far as I could go. Yep. I think that's what I'll do. Let's see what the back looks like. No, same. I think I'm going to do the same thing. Cut that there. It's got staples, so I'm just going to take the staples out. This is just my little sewing from my sewing machine. Oops. There we go. Hate staples. Don't hate them, I just dislike them. They're scary. Especially if they're rusty. Okay, there's that. So now I'm going to cut this. It's pretty frail too, so I'll have to glue that too. So I'm just going to rip this. I want 8 from the bottom. Yep. I think this is going to cut okay without the paper. Okay, there's that. You can use that for something. And then 6. And a couple pieces that I could use for something. So that would be the back, right? Or no, that's the front. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go a little bit more because this edge is kind of raggedy here. I might cut this off a little bit. Clean it up. Yep, that's good. Then I'll go 6. Actually, I'm going to clean it up a little bit more. And then 6. So it's good to have, why am I crooked? Alright, there's that. So there's my 2 pieces. That's the back and this will be the front. Really cool. So I'll go ahead and glue these down to copy paper as well, and then I'll show you when I come back. I really need to tea stain some file folders because it takes time to get everything glued and drying and everything. So alright, that's my share for today. I hope that was helpful. Hope you have an awesome day. Take care. Bye.